God can do. God bless you. This is another Nothing But the Truth. I'm Michael Bangolwaga, Pastor PAG Ministry, Nigeria. Daddy, thank you once again for the grace that you are giving to us to preach and teach your word. Lord, as many that will build now or later, open their understanding in Jesus' name.
Amen.
We hand over to the Holy Spirit to teach us and teach all of us and make us a better Christian.
Amen.
In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Today's topic is fact that this generation is the last one. In fact, 3 facts that this generation, my generation, our generation, is the last one before rapture and before second coming. Hallelujah. This is end time, and if you are end time conscious, please open your understanding. You should not be ignorant of the time you are in. 3 facts that this generation, my generation, your generation, our generation is the last one. 3 facts. Number 1, sometimes in 1995, so 1996, I had a revelation. I saw myself in TBS. And Lord gave a specific revelation that later came to pass. What was it? In that revelation, Pastor Ayo Orisa Jeffo was the president of PFN. But physically, you can go and confirm, in 95 he was not, 96 he was not. Later, he became the president of the PFN in Nigeria. The assignment that happened in that revelation, because it was an assignment in terms of a spirit from Nigeria to Golgotha in Israel. There was a cross that was carried back to Golgotha where the gospel started. And Lord said, my generation will be the last one. And the coming to pass of that man as the president of PFN will be a confirmation that what he said is true. I don't know Pastor Ayo Oris anywhere. I've not met him even till now. I didn't speak with him. But it came to pass years later. I'm not too sure. 2000 or so, he became the chairman, the president of PFN, even the chairman of CAM. Just like the Lord revealed to me years back, where he was standing at TBS as the president of PFN. The confirmation had come to pass. This one has become history. That is the first proof. Second proof is in Matthew chapter 24, verse 32. Please try and read it carefully. Matthew 24, 32. Matthew 24, 32. He said, now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, yet know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it's near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. It now says, heaven and I will pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Who are the fig tree? What is the fig tree? What does the fig tree stand for? In verse 32, the fig tree, the nation of Israel. And by God's grace, in 1948, they came to their land and they became a nation. 1948. Well, Jesus said, this generation, how many years generation? We can go look for it in Genesis 15. 400 years is 4 generations. So a generation is 100 years. So from 1948, start counting 100 years. That generation cannot pass away. We are the victory that was caused by Jesus, came back to their land and became a nation. Go and Google it. When did Israel became a nation again? And they were established. They celebrated even their 70th year. Hallelujah. We will not feel the other years, but the other year will not pass away. So this generation is the last one. The third one is still in the book of Matthew chapter 7. Matthew 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquake in divers places. Please take one by one. So there shall be famine, comma. So famine in divers places. There shall be pestilence in divers places. There shall be earthquake in divers places. Famine in divers places has happened already. There is famine all over the world. And recently this year, pestilence in diverse places has happened also. All over the world, almost every nation felt the impact. In fact, all nations felt the impact of COVID-19, whether in the economy, agriculture, education, commerce, politics, in every aspect. Every nation experienced it. Now, famine has gone. Pestilence just ran out. The last one that is coming is the earthquake. There is going to be earthquake in diverse places all over the world. The first one has taken place, that is famine. It's a cold. Second one is the pestilence. It's just two places, in diverse places. When you see earthquake in most places all over the world, every continent, most countries are the effects of that earthquake, then know that the trumpet is about to sound. And the timing is very close. I never make mention of any day or any hour, but I know by the proof of the revelation God gave me in 1995-96 that when that man come to pass, should assurance that what he's telling me is the truth. And physically, in fact, he has spent his time, he's left that place now as a CAN chairman or PFN chairman. But in that revelation, he was the PFN president, and the service was at TBS, Tafawa Balewa Square in Lagos. I was there in the realm of the spirit. And the coming to pass of that man, Pastor Ayo, therefore, as the president of PFN, was the sign that what I received is that my generation, that's one. My generation will bring last gospel. So you are hearing the last gospel from the last apostles, prophets, teachers, pastors, and ministers of God that God has called. So if you are not ready for rapture, then you may miss last chance. I pray that the Lord will interpret this message to you. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Now, even in time past, people have been experiencing pestilence, maybe in one form or the other. Even like maybe when malaria broke out or when other things happen like that and famine, and even some countries that even have experienced earthquake in the past. So, how do we now relate to like concerning the earthquake we are actually talking
God bless
about?
you. Like I said in Matthew chapter 24 verse 7, so for nation shall rise against nation, that has come to pass. And kingdom against kingdom, that has come to pass. The next one was famine, that has come to pass. But they said pestilence in diverse places, not one or two, in most places. That's why I said, if you look at it, pestilence has taken place in most places. Mention that country does not feel the impact of COVID-19. People will not die, but they will not have their economy, progressing. But the one that is coming now, listen carefully, is an earthquake. It will shake the heaven and the earth. Everywhere we shake it. It's not going to be earthquake in Japan or somewhere in England or in Germany or in Russia or in America. It's going to be everywhere. Just like Corona was everywhere. The last one, the earthquake, it will be everywhere. That is the last one. And if it happens, just begin to see the rapture at the door. It's a sign you must look at it. Hallelujah.
Amen. Now, those who are saying, okay, we must go through the great tribulation, know that like what is happening now, maybe famine and everything is still part of tribulation. So for those who are saying, okay, we are going to go through the reign of the Antichrist, go through the great tribulation before the rapture. So how do we...
God bless you that question. Now, Jesus never said that all believers will go through tribulation. We are in tribulation time, but we have not entered into the great tribulation. The man of sin at the corner, I don't know who he is, but by revelation, some of his name has been revealed. Now, the believers that make rapture we partake the Lord's Supper, the marriage supper of the Lamb, as revealed in Revelation chapter 19. And also, they're going to partake in the blessing of God and divine protection as in Revelation 3:10. Now, as those people are saying that rapture is going to be at the end of tribulation, if everybody knows when tribulation will start, then everybody knows the end, because it's going to be 7 years. So if you know the beginning, you know the end. But Jesus said that nobody knows the day at the hour that rapture will take place. He said to be a day of Noah, people are getting married. Will Christians be getting married in great tribulation where they are going to be under torture? Ask them, if rapture is at the end of tribulation and the saints are taken away, the Antichrist is in the lake of fire, the false prophet in the lake of fire, Satan is bound for 1,000 years. Ask them to tell you who will be ruling the heart. Will the earth left empty? No, the arrangement is not like that. There are going to be trumpet for rapture. The Antichrist will rule for 7 years. A trumpet will be blown for the second coming. So there is not only going to be one trumpet. There are going to be several trumpets. There are also going to be trumpet that will be blown in heaven when God will be pouring his wrath upon this world. So people should have understanding that it's going to be rapture, the great tribulation, 7 years, and at the end of it, which is easily to calculate, the end of it will be second coming. Jesus will come down to Mount Olives here on earth in Jerusalem and rule for 1,000 years. He's not living here until the 1,000 years is over. And Satan will be let loose. That there will be the final war between good and evil, and the battle of Armageddon, and evil will be destroyed, and Satan will be casted into the lake of fire to meet the Antichrist and the first prophet. Then God will now establish a new heaven and a new earth. That is divine arrangement. Hallelujah.
Amen. Now, looking at the issue that rapture is going to take place, so as believers, do we keep like reminding ourselves, keeping ourselves heavily conscious that the day and the hour will not make us unprepared?
Hallelujah. Beloved, like I told you, I don't know Pastor Ayo or Risa Jeffo anywhere. I'm not a member of his church. I don't know, I've not met him. But the Lord revealed to me in 1996 that he's going to become PFA president. And now be a sign that my generation is the last one. And I can go and Google it when he became the the president of PFA in Nigeria. He had become it. It has come to pass already. So if you don't believe me, no problem. If you want to make rapture, this is the last generation. This is the best time and the right time to be actively righteous and actively holy. Don't do it because it is said by your pastor or the way your church is operating. Do it because you really want to be in the church, not your church, in the church of Christ, not the church you go to. Because you can be the church of the pastor and not the church of Jesus. So if you really want to prepare for rapture, this is the time. It will never fail. I mean, I just gave you 3 signs, 3 proofs. 2 are in the scripture, and 1 is in Revelation. This is balancing. I was out of 2 of 3 witnesses. The words have been established. The one I shared has come to pass. Go and Google when Ori Sanjefo became the president of PFN. And I had it. I was in first class, I was in choir, I was not a pastor, I was not a month of then. I was just a chorister. But the calling of God was coming upon me. I was praying and believing God for words. And he was telling me, look, my generation is important. And he's going to take the cross from all over the world back to where it started. In God concert. And the sign given to me and not to you is that Ayo or Risajefo become the PFN president. I didn't know what happened because I was not, but he became the president. That is it. And he reminded me 2 instructions. The one of Israel coming back to their land. That took place in 1948. Start counting from 1948. Years has gone. They are over 70 years now. And a generation before God is 100. And all these things must happen within 100 years. And we are 70 years away from it. So we have less than 30 years. These are facts. 3 major facts. And the one I shared about Matthew 24:7 is that The sequence you saw there is a code. Farming has taken place. The pestilence in diverse places has taken place. We've seen corona all over the world. Everywhere we felt it. In fact, we are still feeling it now. Up to now, the church is not open yet because of corona. Pestilence everywhere. People have died. People have been buried all over the world, black and white. The last one that has not happened is great exploit, which will happen in diverse places too. It should not be one country, it should not be one continent, it will be all over. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
If you have any question on this ministration, you can drop your question in the comment box. Any topic that you would love us to treat, you can also drop this in the comment box. PhD Ministries, we are inviting you to our weekly Zoom meeting, which comes up every Thursday and every Saturday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, with the meeting link of 625-506-2308. 625-506-2308. You can follow Michael Bamguluaga or Pastor Michael Bamguluaga, which is a page on Facebook for messages, for daily messages. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, PhD Ministries, Ikorodu, Lagos, Nigeria. And if you are led by the Spirit of the Lord to support the ministry with your substance, you can inbox Michael Bamguluaga for that. As we do so, the Lord bless you.
The Lord bless you, Jesus' name. Please, this is the time you must arise and prepare for this great event. So if you miss Rapture, you're going to enter into the great tribulation, and it will be 7 years. At the end of it, which is calculatable, when the Antichrist starts its reign, it will be 7 years. At the end of it, it's going to be the second coming. The Antichrist will come back with the same as the Rapture, and will rule this world. Where will you be in those days? I believe Lord help us in Jesus' name. And Lord God bless you.